Good day, everyone. We are here to present you how to draw a perfect bow with just three lines. So we are starting now. You need your spoolie and then your face wipe to clean the face very well, and your spoolie to brush it up. So after that, there are some other things you need, which is razor blade. Because we here, I'm going to train you on how to use razor blade to carve. Because without carving the brow, you can't draw a perfect brow. So we first of all have to carve the brow to see the correct shape of our brow. So now, this is how we carve the brow. You brush all the hairline up very well. When you brush it up, you're going to remove the excess one, which are the hair that are longer than others. Don't scrape all the hair, but just remove the excess one. You can see the way I'm removing it little by little. You can see. And then after you brush it up, the same thing, you brush it down back to remove the excess one at the down part as well. See? Then you brush it up back. Then you scrape it. You can see. And the same process go to the second one as well. You brush it up very well. You brush it up and then you remove the excess one at the up. Then you brush it down back to remove the excess one. You can see these are the well cut. So after that, you start with your joining of the line. I said it earlier that I'm going to train you how to use three line to get a perfect brow. So that is what I want to do now after I've carved our brow to what we actually need. No, this is the three line. Firstly, you're going to draw the down part of the hair. This is it one. The second one starts from here to here two, while the third one is from here to here three. Hope you understand. From here, this junction to this place. Alright. So I want to start the joining of the line. This is the first line. You see, you make sure your line is very neat and appropriate. The color of pencil I'm using, the name of the pencil I'm using is Cashmere Color 3, because color 3 is darker than color 18. Now, the second line has to start from here to this junction. No, remember I told you the first line is just here, like just the straight line and curve here. While the second one starts from this junction down here. So then the third line is going to be a little bit slope here. You bring it down. You see? So there's one, two, then three. The three is going to come down before you now started to shade it. You have to make sure your shading is a little bit light. Don't let it to be too much dark. And then use your spoolie to brush it, to brush the hairline. So, so one, two, then three. So the same thing Go to the second row. The first line should be from here down to the top. That's the first line. Then your second line have to start from here. Remember, to here, to this junction that your line curves down. Then you draw your line, straight line. Then the third line a little bit down. Then you shade. Make sure your shade is light. Don't too much make it to be dark. So after you've already make sure that you have a perfect bow line with the method of using three line, then you conceal it. I'm going to conceal my own with LA Girl Pro Concealer. This is natural color. That is what I want to use to conceal. So you pick your concealer with angle brush. The angle brush and the spoolie comes together, but there are some that is only angle brush and some are only spoolie. But this one is two in one brush. So you place it under the line, under the first line you draw. You make sure your hand is very straight. To trace your first line. See? And the same thing goes to the upper line. You know, when we are drawing our bow, it's three line. One, two, three. So the same thing goes to concealer two as well. The way you apply your concealer two is has to be on, and then your straight line again. We are using concealer to trim our line for the brow to show very well. Not that you use your concealer to clean the brow. No, don't use concealer to clean your brow, but you use it to trace the three line you draw when you are drawing your brow. You can see. Make sure it's straight. You can see the way I'm doing it. I'm doing it all over and all over again for you to see clearly. This is your perfect brow. The method of using three line. You can see. And the same thing goes to the second one. Should be. For the front side to be a little bit light. Brush it, brush it, good. Same thing, close to this place. All right, we are through with drawing of brow through three line, through the joining of the three lines, one, two, three, and we are through. What I will advise you is that practice your three lines very well before you start concealing, because if you can't practice on how to join the three line and get a perfect bow, it will be very easy for you to conceal a brow, to give you a perfect and nice brow. Alright, see you some other time. Love you guys. To create our nude shadow, we need some products. We need eyeshadow. So I'm using Naked Ecoco eyeshadow. You see, and I'm using eyeshadow primer, pencil primer. That is what I'm going to use. This is my eyeshadow primer brush, and I have a transition brush here to create my transition, the light one and the dark transition with eyeshadow brush. Those are the things I'm using to create the um, natural shadow we wanted to create. Alright, so let's go. We are going to start with transition. What did I mean by transition? We need a transition color. That is eyeshadow that does not have shimmer. That means a powder shadow. That is what I mean by transition color. For example, like this eyeshadow down did not have shimmer. You can see it's just like powder. That is what I call transition color. So you pick any of your transition color. So far we are doing a natural color, so let's just pick a picture that a color that is a little bit light. So let's take this shirt tag. All right, you apply it gently on the crease. You apply it gently on the crease to the both side of the eye. Apply gently, gently, gently. So after that, you apply your eyeshadow primer. Eyeshadow primer on the lid. After you've already applied it on the crease, apply eyeshadow primer on the lid. You design it very well the way you want your eyeshadow to lie on. If your eyeshadow primer is not well placed, your eyeshadow too will not be that fine. The reason why we apply eyeshadow primer is to make the eyeshadow to pop out very well, for the color of the shadow to pop out. That is the reason why we are using eyeshadow primer. Because some of my students do ask, "Ah, why are we using eyeshadow primer?" So that is the reason for the eyeshadow to pop out. So apply it very well, gently on the lid. Remember, we apply our transition color on the crease, so your eyeshadow primer has to be on the lid. So when you're applying your eyeshadow primer on the lid, that is the way you want to place your eyeshadow. You see? So after that, you pick your shadows. Again, from what color? What color? Right. After you've combined your two color, your transition color and your eyeshadow, then you lay your eyeshadow liner to it. There is eyeshadow liner brush. Pick your liner and then you place it. Make sure it's straight. Alright, good day everyone. We are here to train on how to do a natural lips. Here I have a Nude Planet lipstick, classic products, and then the Source Nude with my lip uh, pencil. Now when you go to do your natural lips, you're going to line your lips very well. The reason why we are lining the lips is to bring out the shape of the lips. As you can see what I'm doing, I'm bringing out the shape of our lips out before we apply our lipstick. Now, these are the two nude lipstick, but we are first of all going to use the darkest one, which is so nude. It's a classic product. Then you apply your light nude on it. Then you pick your lip gloss. After you apply your lip gloss, you're going to see that there are some mistakes, and you use your wipes to trace and clean it. See? So after this, you bring out your concealer to conceal it. The reason why you are going to conceal all this shape is to bring out how the shapes of our mouth look like. That is the reason why you want to use the concealer. I'm still using my pro. concealer with our concealer brush. What am I going to use it for? To trace the shape. Can you see? Created our nut lips now. Good day, everyone. We are back on how to apply our foundation. Now I'm using LA Girl Pro Matte Foundation, and here I'm having Ponds with my foundation brush and my pop. All right, so let's start. I'm starting with Ponds first. On our client face, you apply your Ponds all over her face. Make sure you massage it very well into her skin. Yeah, as you can see the way I'm applying it, apply it all over her face. See? So after you apply your powder, so the next thing that's going to come is your foundation. Where I'm having my elegant elegant foundation. See? So there are some clue I want you to know when you're applying your foundation, which are very, very important. For example, now look at, open your eye, the under of our eye, you're going to line it with your concealer brush to bring out the shape of your eyeliner. You see? The other thing you're going to use your foundation to do before applying it is the lipstick. Use it to cut the lipstick. You can see? And then the under part of it. So then you use your foundation brush. After you've done that, then the same thing goes to this place to your brow to cover the color of the concealer you've applied earlier on your eyebrows. So use it and trace it. See? Then you use your foundation brush. Same thing goes around. Use it, and then use it to cut the shape of the leaves. Then use it to cover the concealer. Then use your foundation brush to blend it together. Blend it very well to the skin. Just blend over the neck. Then after that, we use your UC blend. So you apply it, you use this one to stock it in very well so that the foundation can last long. So blend it up to the neck. Alright, good. Alright, I wanted to apply highlighting and contour. So I want to train you how to apply your liquid highlighting and contour. So I'm still using my Pro Concealer and the natural and the espresso. So the espresso is for the contour, while the natural is for the highlighting. So let's go there. Use it. Then to apply your concealer on the T zone. You apply your concealer on the T zone. These are your T zone. Your forehead, the apple of the chin. See the way I line it. The highlighting. It's very easy when you concentrate very well on it. The same thing goes to the second side. You can see the way I'm applying my highlighting on contour. To bring the see the way I'm applying my highlighter. So pick your dark concealer for your face. Even you, by the time you apply your highlighting, the place you're going to apply your contour has already shown, as you can see. It shows already. So you apply your contours there, contours there, the place. Then you're going to apply your contour. Apply your liquid concealer. See? This is your highlighting. After that, you apply your setting powder on the highlighting. I'm using Sasha body butter. I'm using Sasha setting powder. You can set your concealer. The highlighting part of it. Use it and set it. That is that. And then I'm using thinner powder palette. I'm using the darkest part of it, the deep bronze. I'm going to apply it on the contour to bring out the contour very well. As you can see, you blend it in very well to our skin. The same thing goes to the other part. You blend it very well to our skin. You apply it all the place you have already applied your contour. Apply it very well there. Yeah. So then set the contours and the highlighter. Then you apply your powder. I'm using tea rose for our powder. Tea rose on thinner powder palette. Use it and blend everything well together. Should be well detailed. Little and little. A little bit bruiser to sparkle and highlight. See, there's a little brush it out and I tease it. There's your forehead. The blush in between the highlighting and the contour. See, there's a little. There's a blush. And I use a powder to stuff it everything together.
All the party way then they do for Lagos City. Now there where you go find the money receipt. She know they carry last yo, she know they greedy. Yeah, 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 kill on wakiri. Mommy yetunde won tun lo yawo, won fe ra gele lọ síbi yawo.